doesn't get much easier this week for you guys in terms of the challenge. Arizona State, offensively right there with Oregon in terms of what they do and their production as well. I guess we were just talking with John about, what do you guys take from Saturday and how do you apply that this week, I guess?
I mean, they're both good offenses, both up tempo. They're pretty different though. They get to different sets. They run different runs and different pass concepts. I mean, they're similar in the up tempo and their explosive offenses, but they get to their explosive plays differently. So, I mean, it's a different challenge. It's you have a little bit different quarterback than last week. So it's we're gonna go out there and try everyone to do their job and just focus on that.
What was the mood of the team today? You guys coming back together. It's a very similar challenge. How do you guys, keep yourself up for it, I guess?
That's the nature of college football. You win by 50 or you lose by 50. You got to come back next week and grind and try and get the win. So, coach said after the game, you got 24 hours. Put this one to bed and then move on to the next week.
The tackling was something we really haven't seen be an issue for you guys this year. How disappointing was that, and how do you address that specifically this week?
They're explosive players. You got to give them credit. They had our guys in space, and we couldn't make the plays to get off the field in third downs, and that I think really hurt us a lot of times throughout the game. So I think it's just about technique and doing what the coaches teach us and stay low and drive your feet on contact and wrap up. But sometimes there's those games that shouldn't happen. It sucks.
The run defense specifically, I was talking to John too. I assume you guys thought you'd be able to hold them, obviously, better than you did.
Yeah, we thought we had a good plan coming in, and I think we misfit some stuff, and they got some good runs on it. And it's all stuff that's correctable. I don't think we were getting dominated at the front. I think it was just our fits weren't there. We were just out of the gap here or there, and when you do that against a team that good as Oregon, then they're going to gash you. So.
How hard is that to get when they really get going like they were in the second quarter, just snapping the ball every 10, 15 seconds? Is there a point where it just, you guys were like looking at the sideline a couple times and they're ready to snap. Is that something? How difficult is that, I guess, to slow down once they get going like that?
I think the first time is always the hardest. That first time they go faster in the game, it kind of catches you off guard. But I think after it was, we were having the same problems when they were going fast as when they were going slow. So I don't think it was really that big of a problem. It's not like they were gaining. It didn't. Well, I haven't really studied that much, but it didn't seem like they were gaining that much more yards when they were going fast. It's just what they do when they make a big play. They're going to go up and get fast and hit another play right after. So.
Does their offense stress? Are they unique, Evan, in how they stress your defense, or is it more about Oregon? And is it that? Is it scheme, or is it more about the guys that are running it?
I think they got a good scheme there. It's been in place for a long time, and since Chip's been there, and they got good athletes, and they really stress you in space. So you got to make plays in space. So I think that's one of the biggest challenges that teams face when they play them is you got to be able to tackle in space and make those plays. And we miss those a lot on third downs. And chances we could have got off the field, and I think it hurt us a lot.
It's one thing to lose, but do you look at that game as we're better than that? Do you have that feeling?
Yeah, that's a great team, and you got to give them their credit. But I think we shot ourselves in the foot sometimes, and I think there's plays here and there that we got to have. We got to make if we want to stay competitive in that game, and we just didn't make them. And so yeah, it's kind of disappointing.
Maybe the same story last year after Arizona State. Your recollections of that game, Evan?
Yeah, that game we got out there and we ran out of the stadium pretty good, and we just got to come out better this week. More energy and just doing your job. I think a lot of people were trying to, after it started to get down, they started to press and panic, and I think it's changed this year. Like even in this game, we got down and they started kind of running away with it. We didn't panic. We just we didn't just give them the key to the car and let them go. We just tried to stay calm and do your job, but it happens.